Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's racing action here for TTML Division 5. We are tonight at the circuit, which is of course the Mexican Grand Prix circuit, for 17 turns, 4.304 kilometers, 2.674 miles, and of course Valtteri Bottas has a lap record around here in 2018 with a 118.741, and of course I am James Boyle, your lead commentator for this. By the way, we're doing as we are tonight, as we say always. With us is of course Oliver.
Hello guys, Oliver Dressner, also known as NTR Pride 22, joining James in the commentary box for today's race here at Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico. And personally, I'm gonna be honest, it's not a favorite track, but it is a track that can offer some really good and interesting fighting. Of course, because of three DRS zones, but the first two DRS zones only have one detection point, and that can make it really interesting. So, what are your thoughts for tonight's race?
It's going to be very interesting tonight to see what happens. There's a very long straight, which is your start line straight, of course, and the second straight, which is still quite long with the DRS, and I think there's going to be loads of overtakes around them tonight to making it really nice to see tonight. But it's going to be anyone's game around here. It will indeed. So then, let's go through it if we can indeed. Shall we go for the championship standings?
Let's do it.
So as we normally do, guys, I do the first top 10, and then Oliver does the rest. So it is going to be NSR Invictus on 150 points in first, Cliff Geese in second on 124 points, Liam 118 points, then it's Samitsky, Ranheim in fifth, sixth Casey Bernard, seventh Passels, eighth Freak Bronk, ninth is Snellfather, and Rawgard is in 10th.
And in 11th we got OWR Shumi and Red Bull with 44 points. Only 1 point behind is Centauri in the Williams. Then a few points down to Mika in 13th, Snoozeboxen in 14th. In 15th we got Ensor Storm. Then in 16th we got Maxi Same. In 17th we got Farah. In 18th we got Jeffrey. In 19th we got Snola. And 20th we got Silas. And in the constructors, it's a really interesting one because McLaren is leading with about 80 points at the moment. It looks like 77 points I think it is, down to Red Bull in second. In third we got the Racing Point guys trying to chase the Red Bull guys. Could be a fight for P3 there maybe, but the Mercedes and Renault guys in fourth and fifth are right behind their Racing Point chasing them. Then there's a small gap down to Williams in 7th, or of course AlphaTauri in 6th, only 2 points behind Renault as well. And then Williams in 7th with 71 points, Alfa Romeo in 8th with 58 points, and in 9th we got Haas, and 10th is Ferrari. So it is a really close constructor fight here for the I think it would be the P2, because from AlphaTauri in 9th there are about 56 points up to Red Bull in 2nd. So it could be a fight there. If not, there will of course be a fight for P3 between Racing Point, Mercedes, Renault and AlphaTauri, as there's only 22 points separated there.
Yeah, it's going to be a very close fight in that constructors for the rest of the season, and even in the championship standings there's still a close fight there with a couple of rounds to go of this championship. So as you can see right now, as we just look at the mini map, well I do anyway, and we do on the stream, you can definitely see there's two definitely really long straights. The thing that for me anyway, as they're just waiting up now to get going, as it's just turned 8 o'clock as we speak, for me, Oliver, is the S's section just before, and that little tiny straight before you go into the stadium section is going to catch up. If it's raining, that is the worst part of the circuit.
Yeah, and last season we commentated together as well, right after we started commentating together.
Yep.
And that was a rainy race, and I just half an hour ago I talked with a race winner from that season, OWR Rockcity, currently in Division 4. And if I remember right, Rockcity and Robin had a very great battle. So even if it's dry or wet, it could be a really good race here.
It can indeed. I'm just looking back now at it. What happened? As we just see it now, look on the stream. It was Rock City won it, Robin second, Maze third, Shumi in fourth, and Storm in fifth. So Shumi and Storm, if it's going to be as it was last year, a wet race, then they could do quite well tonight. So too could Passels.
Yeah. Like the field we got here, it's so close between them because some driver can, in one race they can be like all the way down in P15, P16 maybe, but in the next race they could suddenly like be fighting for a top 5 position maybe.
It could indeed. And let's just check with the tyres. Oh, it's dry right now. But it's very interesting. It could be, you never know, a wet bit of race. We do have another driver here tonight, which I didn't think would be here tonight, which is ODD Ranheim. Is here tonight.
Yeah, Ranheim. He's back at, or he's driving as reserve though in Mercedes.
Yeah.
Looks like he's gonna be first as well. Better run on back on the track as well. Beautiful to see. As he had his last race, was last week or 2 weeks ago? I'm not sure which one it was. Oh, so I have actually fallen out of the session. Sorry.
Yeah, as you were saying, it's a couple of weeks ago. It was that he did, not technically retire, but decided to not take part in the racing anymore. But he's out here tonight for a bit of practice, I think, and just a reserve. Do you want me to invite you?
I've just said in the Division 5 chat, so maybe someone send me.
Okay. Let's have a look and see if they can. Let me just go in and have a look. If they don't, I can do it for you very quickly.
I'm on my way into that because I remember that I actually don't need an invite if I've already been in the lobby.
Oh yeah, good point.
So on my way into the lobby again as was it Ranheim out on the first one?
Yep, he comes across the line now and starts his first lap. Let's see what he can do then. One of our returning drivers who did really well when he was in the Red Bull, sorry. And being, where is he on the list? Invictus' teammate at the time, but now he is just a reserve driver, as he's purple in Sector 1 because he's the first person to set our time in Sector 1.
Also, there's actually 3 first fit the mediums at the moment. It is Storm, Maxi, or someone put it up, but it's Storm and Max at the moment as a medium. So, yeah, that's an interesting approach. You can't start on mediums. What's going on? I just keep falling out of the session. It's so weird because of my PC. The Wi-Fi is working great.
Alright, I have no idea on that one. But here he comes to very quickly. Here comes Ranheim then to the line, and he sets a 15.3. That's his first time. Anyone else behind him then we can look at. Cannonball has not. Oh, Invictus of 14.9, but then already beaten by Sneffather. He has there. Do you want me to invite you?
On my way back in again.
Okay. Let's see if this time it works or not.
Yeah, it's really weird that this is going on. I've actually never had this happen to me. But yeah, as we're talking about the tires, and of course this is a track we can see many different types of strategies and be. There's stuff it's soft medium, it can be soft medium or soft medium or mediums, as maybe some of the drivers will do tonight. and they are also find their mediums. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. Probably, of course, I don't like driving back with car here. I will just have to restart my Wi-Fi or try to log in again because I'm not sure why this is happening. So I will disappear for a quick minute maybe, and then I'll be back, guys.
Okay then. But yeah, as you said, Maxi was the first one on the mediums and he set a 16-1, so it shows you what the mediums can do there. Let's see what Storm can do. He's just invalidated, so that's why he's not going to do a fast lap for us. Anyone else? Here we go then. Let's see what Casey Bernard can do on the medium set of tyres here. With Jordan on fire just as quickest with a 14.5. But let's see then what happens here as he exits the final corner, comes across the line and now heads down to corner 1. He does here with yellow flags out though, so that must mean there's a slower car and it's just getting out of his way, is of course his teammate for tonight, as he always does. Great teammates that is there. Indeed it is. So here he goes then. Let's see what he can do then here. Around the circuit he goes. Here he does. There was another car there just completed a lap. I think that was Passels. I think just completed a lap there. So that's good to see. And there. But so let's have a look then at Bernard then. Through the S's, the tightest and for me personally the worst part of the circuit. That's the most challenging part, is the S's complex, where if you get that wrong, wow, you've kind of ruined your lap there. But he doesn't get it wrong. He does a really good time there of a 56 there he does in that sector anyway. To the line then he's going to come now and complete the time then. What time is going to be? Exiting the final corner now. It's going to be around a 16 something, I think this will be. It's going to be a 16.2, so around the same time as Maxi there. It's a little bit slower, but that shows you how compared to the soft tyres you can do. And if you were just listening a second ago, before he did leave us for a couple of seconds, Oliver, he did say it's either a soft medium or you can do a soft medium hard around here as well. So there is quite a few things you can do around this circuit here tonight, as Casey Bernard is of course the one who is still I think on a second hot lap, this looks like to me, I think. But let's go to somebody who's hasn't been on a lap yet tonight. Cliff Keys has just set a 1:14.1 and has gone pole position with that lap, so he is the new pole position man. That was just as we were watching the lap on board of Casey Bernard, I think that was. But I think Storm is coming into the pits now, so he's not going to complete that lap. I'm Silas comes across the line and invalidates I think that lap, but he's going to try his lap now. And also Casey Bernard just retired from session, and I think he's going to just say that's his only lap he's going to do then here tonight. Let's just have a look very quickly and see if he's back in the party now. And in, are you here, Parias?
Right. 7 says yeah. Thank you.
Mhm.
I'm not sure what's going on with my Wi-Fi, but it just won't work.
Oh.
And it's weird because on my PC and my phone everything works well.
Oh, we have a spinner, and that could have been Ferro. I think that was Ferro who crashed out there. You can see the spinner there. I think that was Ferro. Is there anyone nearby? In a second, Cannonball will be, but that won't be enough time, I don't think, before the car gets cleared away. Here, I do think. Let's have a look. Well, it was here anyway, where we are bang on now. So it could have just been a spin on the curb and retired the car. Not entirely sure. Invictus is now out as well. Could have been even Invictus that could have actually, but he is out. Decided he's done enough, or has just crashed out himself. But we're going to see what happens here then with the rest of the cars as they head around on this lap of their qualifying laps here today. Luckily it's not as bad as what Spa was like earlier today. Torrential rain and looked like it was a whitewash at Spa for the, I think it's the International GT Challenge. I think I've gone there this weekend, and yeah, it's not good at all, really. Got to be said for them. But let's see then what happens then with the NSR people. Predictions for top 3 for me. Cliff Keys. This is still for qualifying, by the way, because we still have 8 minutes to go here. Cliff Keys, I think a one to watch out for will probably be Rajord. I think will be one to look out for, and I also think one who hasn't. I'm Silas will be a one to watch out for tonight as well. He will, and also we'll look at. Yeah, he's an outsider, by the way. I'm Silas, but I think that's it. I think it'll just be between Gies, Rajord, and Freak Frank for the title tonight. As time there has been set from Snull of a 1:15.048, so he goes up into number 7 there. He does. So let's see then what can happen here with this one here. So it looks like it's just me tonight, James, with you for commentary then. We'll give it a little bit of time to let Oliver or I'm Prior get back into here. He take a little bit of time. We'll see what can happen here then. As we are watching Snull, I think this is an in lap for Snull, so we'll leave that for him there, and we'll head to somebody who is on a lap right now, who is Cliff Geese on a lap. And he's just set a purple sector there. Cliff Geese has 1/10 up in the first sector there. Let's see then what he can do in the second sector here, which is the bit that I don't like, right, around this circuit is as I say, this S is here. You catch a lot of people out, like you seen a minute ago, that Red Bull just in this section here where he crashed and retired is what the problem is. I don't know, Casey Bernard, what happened, mate, what happened, but unlucky that you're out qualifying, mate, unlucky. Here, I've got to be said, but here comes Geese then, out of the... Oh, he nearly clipped the corner there, did Cliff Geese, but he didn't. He's going to come to the line then, it's going to be a quick time this, it's going to be a 13.921 pole position he's got at the moment, and that is an absolute fantastic time there, it is, from him. Freak Vonk has just started his lap now, so we'll keep an eye on Freak Vonk as he heads off on his lap now. We'll go on board with him actually and show you the first sector of the laps. You go really long straight here, you do, it's... I think it is the longest in F1 at the moment, because you get some really short ones as well as he turns through the corners now, exiting the final complex there of sector 1 down the next little straight, which is the second DRS, and you've got the first start line straight at the start line of DRS is, and this one as he breaks in now 3/10 up on his first sector time there, his best one anyway he's done so far. Oh, and that little wobble there, that little snap of oversteer will just cost you a 10th. It's not a lot, but it will, well, not a 10th, maybe a 100th, sorry, but that 100th could cost you going from 9th to 7th or 9th to 8th. That's what it could do there, as he does indeed head around this circuit right now on this lap, as he does go into the braking zone now, turns in and out here of the third sector now. Interesting, it was up on the, it was good on the second sector, quicker than his quickest time. Again, a little snap of oversteer there. Will this be a pit stop for him then, or will it be coming around to the line? No, he's coming into the pits because he had 2 on the same lap, snaps of oversteer on the same lap, and I think that has just made him realise that it's not going to be the quickest of laps he could have done there. It won't be indeed. Snowfather, I think that's how you pronounce it, is around here. When would your he is, and he is now heading down the straight. Oh, he's invalidated his lap there. Let's look at Maxi right now. He's on a lap, 1/10 up in the first sector then. Let's see what he can do on this one then here as he goes around. He does now on this lap of racing. A quick 2.91 tenths, 0.291 there. He was up on his time, so that's a good improvement there. He was quicker than his fastest time so far. So this could be a good lap from Maxi here. Could put in P2 this could here, and I think it will do this lap. As he exits the final corner now, it's going to be a 1:14.0, puts in P number 2 at the moment. Very good lap time there from Maxi. And we do have, as we see, 4 minutes dead on to go now. We do 4 minutes to go of the session. And Maxi back up into P2 now. Back down we go for a second to somebody who hasn't settled up yet, is I'm Silas on the softs, as I think we have him back. We have Oliver back now.
Yeah, hopefully. I turned off my Wi-Fi router and took the cable out and with my PS10 tried it again. So hopefully it will work now. I see that Farah and Invictus has also retired. Have they crashed out or retired?
Well, one of them. Are they both Red Bull? Because
It's a Haas and Red Bull.
oh yeah, because what the Red Bull spun it, and I think he retired. So I think that was Invictus retired. Then I think Ferro just retired in the pits. So yeah.
Yeah, but I'm on board with Liam, and he's on the mediums. Looks like he's doing a good lap at the moment. Going to third sector at the moment now. It's a baseball stadium as it used to be. Of course, now the baseball stadium, but it's a stadium where it's often are parties and concerts. Now it is Formula 1 qualifying here in TTML. Liam into P7 on the mediums. That's really impressive. Only it looks like he's 9 tenths behind his teammate. And in Division 4 it is raining actually. Luckily I haven't fallen out of the session yet, so it looks like it's working now. This fact someone on a half lap then maybe.
Indeed. Tenturi has just started a lap. Cannonball has backed off his lap already, which is surprising. There it is. Let's see who else is on a lap. Who you can see. Samitsky's about to start a lap, but here he comes into the line. Comes Silas, and it was going to be a 1:16.9, but he had to he invalidated it. So I think this is his first flying lap now, I presume. But Samitsky is 300ths up on his time. Here he is, which is interesting. So as you probably weren't here when I said it, and I don't think you were listening to the stream. I don't know if you were, but I did say that I believe in qualifying itself, Cliff Geese one to look out for, so was Rajord, and so too was Freak Ronk, I said to look out for, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see on them. But here he comes, then to the line comes Samitsky and goes up from P14 up to P12, so not a bad lap time there. Anyone you can see?
Bornheim. I'm going to for a second now. Not much, but a little bit of my time, but it looked like Silas could have read a lap there. I'm not sure, but it looked like there was a little bit of confusion there. See then, can Rana improve? Currently 140.9, and now will be a 140.6 in the P5 for the reserve driver. Silas just keeps driving on these soft tires and barely have any air left. Not sure what's going on there. What about Roy got an invalid, but I think it's starting a new lap now.
I think he is. Have you got any advice for this circuit there?
Stay away from penalties. That's the best I got. So Snula is retired on the track, but it's after the line, after the qualifying finish, but I don't think it matters that much. Cliff G's 3 tenths up on his time into the third sector. Will he crown? I think he's gonna set a new position time at the moment, and I'm not sure if anyone can take that from him. Let's see that through the last corner. Cliff is little bad exit there, but it will be 130.6, and it is an improvement. New pull time with 4 tenths. Who's the next one then? Wanham goes to the pits. What about
Maxi will be next.
Maxi and Stormy. Let's see. Storm's on the medium struggling. Maxi can it beat Cliff G's? I don't think so. Oh, it's a close one. Good improvement there from the Wolves driver, and it's now currently 1 tenth by Cliff G's, but he's not. Doesn't got a chance to take it from. And that's Roygard goes off to P3 with a 140.0, and that was the last one. That's the whole fun. And then we can see the championship is really interesting now, because the championship leader is P9 in qualifying, while number 2 is P1 and number 3 is P8 with mediums.
It is indeed. So as we say right now, it is Cliff Gee's 1.5 tenths nearly up in first there, ahead of Maxi. Then it's with Jord in third. Fourth is Snuffhaver. Then it is fifth is Ranheim, sixth Tenturi, seventh Cannonball, eighth Liam, ninth Invictus, and your 10th is Snull.
Yeah, and in 11 we got 10th of Freakmon, we got Smithkin P12, Patlif's 13th, Fairrain 14th, Gisburn 15. I'm not sure who was in this one.
Indeed. Let's see what the race is going to be like though, because lots did do it on the soft, so it could be interesting to see what the race is like. I bet you it probably won't be a wet one. I think it'll be a dry one potentially, and it is. Let's see then what the drivers can do here in this, should we say, quite long race.
I'm sure, of course. I say it's a long race for the drivers. I remember doing some league racing before, and I feel like it takes forever actually on this track. It's almost like Singapore.
It is indeed, yeah. If you didn't see, if you haven't heard the news, Singapore's not going to be on the F1 calendar apparently.
Yeah, that's sad. Singapore's one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah, this year, another year we don't get Singapore, but we may have a double. They either said a double USA race, so that could be interesting. But yeah, anyway, we've got 2 seconds to wait, and we're now waiting now for the guys to get their tyres on and get racing. So here we go then. 36 laps is what we've got here tonight. Let me tell you the strategies. Not the strategies, so the tyres. Everybody except Liam and Storm all go for the soft. Liam and Storm go for the mediums. So you said it earlier, but I think you were a bit laggy because of the internet, but you're seeming fine now.
Back now. I just had to turn off my Wi-Fi router.
Yeah, so what is your strategy for, what do you think the strategies will be then?
If I'm honest, almost everyone except Liam in 8 and Storm is 17 is just saying medium but soft. I'll go soft, medium, soft. But doing it to stint with soft can be hard, so you can also do soft with the medium. But I would be soft, medium, soft, because then you start on the fast tires and end with the fast tires. If you start on the mediums, you would either do a medium, soft, soft if you're good enough with the tire, or you would do a medium, medium, soft. One thing I think is that you always start, or if you're doing it, Fair was disqualified. Weird. But just to finish it before the race will start, if you're doing an alternative strategy with two, nothing like medium, soft, or medium, hard, but a two-stop alternative, starting in the mediums, always end the race with the soft tires, because then you're on the fastest tires at the end.
Indeed, as the game says, soft, soft, medium, or soft, soft, hard. Don't take the game too seriously, because of course the drivers know better than probably the game does. Yes, but also, can you do mediums to hards?
I will do the hardest hell on this track, so I wouldn't go on hard tires.
Okay. Well, they're just lining up now on the grid to get racing underway. Here we are. So to anyone who is listening in, don't try and get penalties tonight, and try and that's basically the best advice we give you then around this glorious circuit, as we say. As the red lights are moments away from coming on, here they are. They're just waiting now for them to come on. Here they are then. The red lights are on. They're 3, they're 4. We pause. There's 5. And we're going. Away we go. And Silas... Yeah, he's got a drive through apparently for jumping the start. Didn't see anything there, but we'll have to wait and see as the rest of them, as all 17 of them head their way down to corner one. Now they do. Ronheim in the background looks like he's had an okay start there. He has, but here goes Rajoord on fire into second. Has he made his stick around the outside of Maxi here? Has he? But Maxi makes a little mistake and he's done it. Rajoord gets through. What about Ranheim? Can he get through as well? Let's see.
Chaotic start further down the field around Invictus. I was looking there.
Oh, and a spin for Maxi. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of end plays going here. It's the Alpha of Cannonball. He has lost an end plate, and he has chaos further down the field with Liam and Invictus, and a lot of things happened there. But Liam has lost many plays at the moment. Silas would drive through. Liam loses more plays to start on the mediums. It is easy for him in the start. But of course, 35 laps to go. That's gonna happen. That's Ronheim. I think Ronheim has spun. He has gone into the one last half of his wing. So that's Ronheim's first part of the race gone. As he is getting overtaken here at the baseball stadium, and he touches with Freak Ronk as Freak Ronk goes around. And there you go. Oh, chaotic here for Ronheim trying to get into the pits. Liam goes into the pits, and he started on the mediums. He has gotten wing damage. What a start though. Liam on the hard tires. Storm pits on mediums, started on mediums as well, put on new mediums, Ronheim on new mediums, Silas is doing his drive through, Pascal is in his pits as well, going into the mediums, changing the front wing as well.
That's the best thing for what I'm Silas wanted. That's the best thing you could possibly ask for. That.
Yeah.
He came into. Sorry, just to say, he came into the pits at the right time there. With a sector 3 spinner. I don't know who that is.
No, it's a glitch. I think. Frequent is selected, so I think he had some problems with his Wi-Fi. I think in this did a mistake. Maybe it looked like he lost some places. He's currently right at the back of Enzo Schmidtsky, trying to chase down that P9. As further up, we see Snull and Fair going side by side into the hairpin, and who will come out first? Oh, Snull doesn't want to give up that place, and Ferrer loses that place. But now onto the start finish straight, and look at Ferrer now can try to challenge Snull as well as Cannonball can maybe try further down there. As it comes with he gets to slip through now. Look at Cannonball, look at Invictus behind her as well. There's a lot of good fighting here. Free going back into the lobby. Fair breaks, let's go to the inside of Snull. He spins around, another spin, and Invictus and Smith can barely avoid him.
That was very strange there. Just looked like to me he just outbroke himself. Well, tried to go through, I mean, and just couldn't. But here he goes then. Is it going to be Cannonball getting through past Snull? No, it's not. Cannonball backs out a little bit there. But look at this. We've got Cannonball, Invictus, Samitsky. But Ferrer has overtaken Samitsky now. And down the inside as well. Has he made his stick? Has Casey Bernard? Let's see if Casey Bernard can get through. No, he can't. He doesn't look like he can. There, it doesn't. As into the pits apparently comes Pastels, so he's back into the pits. As he's about to be lapped here, Pastels is, and yes, he's now officially lapped.
Invictus is around. I'm not sure what's happened there, I just saw some drug passing him. Seems standing the wrong way. Invictus is really unlucky the last race. I just saw an playing the road there.
Snow.
And this is Ferrer, I think. Ferrer still goes into the pits already. So many drivers have had to pit the first laps here. I'm not sure what's going on, actually.
Just lots of front wing damage it looks like to me, which is not good to see. But here we go then. Closest battle on circuit is this one. It's the two Williams drivers together on circuit, here they are, which is Chanturi and Maxi here. Having a nice little scrap with each other here, they are the two Williams. The next one is Samitsky and Casey Bernard having a little scrap as well, which is just a tiny bit closer than the two Williams are here. Can they do anything in Sector 2 exit of it? Or not? Through the S's they're about to come then, they are at the exit of Sector 2. nothing happening there then, so it's still Casey Bernard behind Samitsky here. But anything can happen between them two, as you know. But back up we will go for a second as Maxi now. Is he going to do anything? We do have a sector 2 flags. Oh, Maxi spun it!
Maxi as well. Maxi and Tyler spun it now. I don't think I've ever seen so many spins on the first steps as this before. As we've seen now, Maxi fighting with Cannonball onto their way to turn 1. Maxi got a DRS. He's gonna break lane going inside. He doesn't. Cannonball takes that P5. Cannonball goes a little bit wide to get burned on Smitsky fighting as well. Right by there. But Maxi now and Cannonball are gonna go to inside for it. He breaks later and tries to get past Cannonball on the inside. But Cannonball does great defending. Even with a wing damage, Roy got to get his first penalty for this race. Now Maxi, they're gonna try the inside of Cannonball there. No, Cannonball gets a better exit there.
It's good that he didn't overtake him because it's now into the S's and it's the hardest place to overtake on the circuit. And if you tried into it, you wouldn't want to. It's like the S's Suzuka. You don't want to try in them corners either.
Yeah, of course.
But here he goes then, down the inside. Maxi breaks later. And is he going to make it through Maxi? Yes, he is. Good move there for Maxi. Through past Cannonball there, into P number 5 he goes. And hopefully can try and break away and keep that 10-second gap and close it down, I mean. Here.
Bernard and Smitsky right behind, closing up as well.
Indeed they are. Just to say, by the way, to everyone who is watching, Freak Ronk is a glitched car in the game. I think he's actually meant to be in P number 9 right now.
No, he has been lapped, maybe.
I'm just gonna look at that.
I remember him being a lot further down because he disconnected and stuff.
Yeah, that could be the case. I won't be past you.
Or it could be right as well.
Yeah, we don't know on that one, so just bear that in mind. But we believe he's been lapped this race here tonight. So the battling is still going on then. So just to tell you, we've had 6 laps of this race. So next lap will be 30 to go when the leader crosses. So it'll be Cliff Geese leading, Rajord second, Snellfather in Snowfather in 3rd, Tenturian 4th, Maxi 5th, Cannibal 6th, Casey Bernard 7th, 8th is Samitsky, and 9th is Invictus, and 10th is Liam. As we have the battle still, which is Cannonball, Bernard, and Shumi trying to battle each other here. They are. But let's see what Casey Bernard can do down the straight. Here we will, and we'll hand you over to Oliver, if you want.
Yeah, see Bernard here on Cannonball into turn 1. I think he's gonna take that position from the Alfa driver. Of course, Alfa Romeo driver missed a little bit of his front wing, so a little bit hard for him into the corners. But now Case Bernard can chase up Maxi in P5. Let's take a look at position change. We see Bernard currently up 9 places. Smitsky up 4, Storm up 4, and the biggest loser so far is Ranheim, lost 6 position. Snow lost 4, Freakmonk lost 5, Passel lost 4. Snellfar is actually closing on Roygard heading into the pit on lap 8. And that sounds about right with the strategy as well. I think he's going for a soft medium. Medium tires for the racing point there. So now he'll come right behind this. This Norris train as Invictus have catch up to the pack again, and it's right on the back of Smitsky and Cannonball now. And after that, there's a small gap up to Casey Bernard and Maxi. Maybe Casey Bernard can't take Maxi now. Now Maxi get a better exit out of turn 3. Smitsky, Cannibal, and Victor Sen. Too far behind there as well. Ferrer and Ronheim maybe into turn 1. A lot of fighting moves. Ferrer got the DRS and Ronheim is going to go on an inside dive. Ah, he breaks a little late and then touches! And he spins around. Ronheim saves it just in time. It was so close for him to spin around. First is around sadly. Luckily no wing damage. A lot of drama on the track today.
There has been indeed, and I think it's just the nature of this circuit brings out a lot of it. But into the pits comes Snorfeather in second position.
This could be interesting because I think Roygaard tried to, now maybe Snellfire is trying to overcut on Roygaard because when Roygaard pitted, Snellfire was like 4 tenths behind. So let's see now how far behind or in front Snellfire will be compared to Roygaard, and Snellfire comes out in front actually. The overcut to Roygaard. Well, look at Roygaard here. He comes right behind him, but he wanted any DRS because of the DRS detection. Oh, breaks late then. That's a really close one to the touch. Cannibal in pits as well. So Snellfire with the overcut to Roygaard. That's an interesting one. Both on the mediums. Berry on hard tires. Cannibal on mediums. So many different strategies here tonight.
There are indeed so many different strategies here. As you can see, looking at the cars we've pitted already, we've got hards, mediums, and that's about it really. Oh, and one softs as well from Fribronk. I think Fribronk and Passels are lapped on this one here. They are tonight. Into the pits comes Cliff Geese, so got to see if he can come out in front of Snorfeather here. If that's listening here.
Touch from Roygaard into the back of Snellfire, and now these cars have been catch up in traffic jam in front of them.
Well, let's see if he can though. If he can get in front of Snorfeather, let's have a look and see. He's exiting the corner now. This could be close, but Cliff Geese looks like he's done it. He has. He's up into second still, but yep, still keeps second then. Dennis Schumi. But here they are then. Is anything gonna happen here with Rajord Hill? Taps the back of the car there. He does, and in the background, I think we've just seen Ferrer make another mistake because through goes Snore. And there he does. And Ferrer retires.
Oh, he has retired. Oh, he's crashed in on the way into the pits, and it's a virtual safety car.
Oof, that's not good.
This is a good one though.
So in this little train we have here, it is Samitsky, who's just been overtaken by Snorfeather, then behind them is Rajord. So it's Bernard, Cliff Geese, Snellfeather, then it's Samitsky, Rajord are your ones there.
And Smitsky has suddenly braked on the straight here, and Roygaard goes into the back and loses a little bit of front wing. And there goes Roygaard fight with Snellfire too. So now Roygaard's gonna have to go into the pits again.
He will indeed. We're just waiting for the virtual safety car to end. Here we are. I don't know when that will be.
He goes in as well. Yeah, it is dead. Also, Bernard goes into the pits.
And it's green now. We're green again now. We should be anyway, but I think we will be in a couple of seconds. Yep, we're green now. We're back underway racing. Here we are then. As he waits for his 5-second penalty. On good.
And Turry then, he went into the hard and he has suddenly went up to P3. Suddenly, that's a surprising one.
It is indeed. Let's see what Storm can do. He's going to go side by side with Ranheim. They touch and Storm spins. He's back on now. He only loses one position to Cannonball because he had a good buffer to Samitsky, who just came out the pits. There he did. He had a good buffer to him, so that's good to see. There it is. Here, but it's all kicking off here as they're side by side. They are now, and he's done it. Samitsky gets through. But as you can see, it's an interesting one. I was surprised that Cliff Geese has gone back onto the softs, but this is a strategy you would have done.
Yeah, he's probably doing a soft medium then. Of course, he then pitted on lap 10 or 11, and that's the right one on this rider because you have to switch the soft tires 10 laps on each. If you're going to do soft, two stints and soft, you're going to have to stretch them at least 10 laps each, and then take the mediums for the rest of the race.
Yeah, so just to tell you what we've got then here on penalty-wise, 3 seconds for Snulfather, 8 seconds for Maxi, 3 for Ranheim, 15, I kid you not, it says 15 there for Cannonball, 3 for Storm, 6 for Snull, 3 for Rajord, and 9 for I'm Silas. There it does, as they exit the corner now, they do across the line they go to detect the DRS now, they do, but let's head to the closest battle on circuit, which is this one, which is Cannonball and Ranheim. What can Cannonball do here on Ranheim? Ranheim knows probably Cannonball's got all these penalties, but probably when he's in the pits next time can take them all off. He could, or it could be 5 3-second time penalties, who knows. But this is the closest battle on circuit. The next closest after this is a couple of positions ahead of them, which is Invictus trying to get past Maxi, which he does because Maxi I think has spun it, he has, and retires from the session.
It's such no, it's actually retiring from the track because his car keeps driving.
Indeed.
So 2 drivers out of the race, then sad to see that happen. But there's still a lot of fighting going on with the Cannonball on the back of Ranheim. Rather but all mediums, Cannonball will push mediums. So of course much better for Cannonball then.
It is, but when you look at penalties wise, you understand that Ranheim knows Cannonball probably's got the 15 seconds. Or the more penalties anyway, so let's see what happens here then with these two. Closest on circuit this battle is. The next closest, as we say, is 1.9 seconds, which separates Rajord and Snull. So we'll have to wait and see on that one, but here they come across the line. It will be, this time, a bit of DRS here. Pops it open now, he does. Gets a great one here, does Cannonball. Let's see if he can make it stick into the first corner then. Exits the corner now, he does. To the line he comes then, and across it he comes now. Oh, they touch!
Oh.
And Cannonball spins. Full 300, full 180 there he spins. Which is not good to see. And he spins again by himself. Which is really not what you want there. It's not on them tyres. It's not. Oh, one Passels is out.
That's an S's.
Let's have a look then.
Oh, it's a safety car.
Oh, where is it? Let's have a look. We still can't see where his car is.
I saw it from Ranheim's car. Now Smith gear. It looks like he has lost that lead. It looks like maybe both his right wheels. As we see, Snellfire goes into the pit with this one and puts an R tire, so he is going to finish. What about Centuri? He is going into the pit as well. And he will go for, I think it's another set of hards. We got, oh, mediums. In this case, I think I would go in mediums because it can maybe go to the finish actually. But is gonna make this race so interesting because Cliff G's he has already passed the pit through when the safety car came out, so he couldn't do anything. Smitsky has stayed out. It looks like his Bernard is a fresh charge. Liam on soft tires. He started on mediums, went onto the hard, now on the soft. What is Liam's plan for that?
I have no idea here, then we don't. Let's see, because Cliff Gee can come into the pit. He's coming in. He is your leader of the race, who hasn't come across the safety car yet. So he is looking good. Here he is. Let's see what he's going to go on to as we watch him take off the mediums and take off the softs, and put on the hards.
So interesting, when some drivers playing to the hards to the finish. The hard tires aren't the best at this track. I've heard. I remember trying them myself a few months ago, and they're like hell on this track. It's really interesting to see that some of them go on the hard, as we did like with Centuri and Invictus, Royguard. They go into the fresh mediums, and those fresh mediums can maybe, just maybe, go to the finish.
Indeed, very quickly to tell you, we have Liam and Snow on. We have, by the way, Liam and Snow on the softs. Just 1 second, guys. My controller's about to die. So over to you.
Salad into the pit as well, put some fresh soft. I'm interested in drivers putting in soft tires because they will of course have to go into the pits again. And this is good for drivers like no, why did I start wrong? I thought it would be Freak Funk, but he is lapped, so he's at the moment between Snellfar and Centauri.
I know you've probably already answered this when I was not talking and I was like gone, but are you though surprised though? Because I'm still surprised with what's going to happen here with I'm Silas, Snow and Liam. I know I'm Silas, and I know, as we just show you the map right now, that I'm Silas is nearly lapped. Well, technically is lapped, and Freak Wrong's lapped, but I'm still surprised they're on the softs.
Really interesting strategies then. Still 19 laps to go, so the drivers, they listened to my message. I said that it's personally not a favorite track, so give us some good racing and interesting race, and they are doing it. This is a really interesting one.
They are indeed. Storm is in the pits again. Put on some hards he has. Let's see what he can do. But yeah, it was interesting because, as we know, that Cliff Gee's had a gap, a massive gap. It had about, I think it was like a 5-second gap over the rest of the field, and it's now swizzled up to be absolutely nothing.
Yeah, and of course now he got the still fire on hard tires, stick tires right behind him. But then he got Centurion and Spisky on mediums, and also far behind we got like Liam on soft, but of course Liam will have to run on pit stop. Smitsky, he will have to do another pit stop because those minutes are old. But again, as I said, Centurion, Nick, this he goes to the finish. But their tires will be a mess at the end, while the driving hard will probably have a much better ending of the race.
Indeed, as you are right there, the hards will have better finish than the softs and mediums. But it's mediums I think you can get to the end on, so that's good to see. But yeah, we're moments away from starting, just waiting for 2 cars to catch up to the grid, which are Storm and I'm Silas, I think we're waiting for, and then we can get racing again here on this circuit. I think this is lap number 3 behind the safety car, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I think so.
Lap 2 or 3 anyway, so we're just having this here. Just to tell you that we've had Passels retire, crash out at the S's. We've had Ferrer, sorry. So to start off then with the race, we had Ferrer crash out coming into the pits. Maxi retire coming into the pits, but then spun and just retired himself there. And also Passels retiring at the S's that we're coming up to now. I will show you where he retired. I didn't see it, but apparently it was around here, look. So where we are now in this little section of circuit, he apparently retired in that little bit there. Didn't see it personally, but we'll find out from onboards and stuff later. We will about it there. So they're the ones that retired. Everyone else still going. So 14 still racing here, as we are 20 seconds away from getting back racing here, as the safety car has said to us that well, not 20, about 30 seconds I'll say, but we do have safety car in this lap. So then, heading to the line they come then, and I think Cliff Geese will go quite early here. Let's see, or maybe late. He's gone. And
oh! Did he go into the pit?
He went, spun, and then he reset himself, but he went into the pits.
Oh no! That's so bad luck for Cliff Geese. Oh my god! That's like the worst that can happen.
But we're back racing then with everyone else now, and it looks like we've got we did have a side-by-side a second ago, and it looked like to me Casey Bernard was just overtaking Liam. Invictus here, and here comes Invictus again to try and get back through past him. Side-by-side they go into the chicane, into the this section here of circuit. They touch, they rub, but it's very clean at the moment. Who's going to keep the position? Is it going to be Casey Bernard, or is it going to be Invictus? It's Casey Bernard.
Iran, I'm losing some position fighting with Warguard. I'm still in.
But we still have to feel for Cliff Geese though. Unbelievable. He basically spun it when he tried to get his tyres going. I think he just weaved once last time. Here is their side by side. Has Shemitsky kept the position, or will Liam get through? Liam's done it. Through he goes into P number 3, and Tanturi next on his list. Well, actually, it's Freak Bronk who's lapped next on his list, but anyway.
But he's going to have to hope for another safety car now.
He is indeed. And it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable for Cliff Geese. He'll be so disappointed as they're side by side for the lead. But no, Snufffather can keep the lead here from Tanturi. He can't be overtaken here at the moment. By the way, next lap, when they cross the line, we'll get DRS again, so that's 21.
Oh no, run, Cannibal, touch this. And Cannibal, is it not run? No, okay, with Ron goes to Ron, Cannibal loses an M plate, I think. Or was it? Oh, no, it's Ron, I just lost an M plate.
It was an M plate, you are correct.
And now it's Nolan and Royguard are so close there, and also Keith Bernard and Vix is real close. It's so close battle here now between the drivers. But of course, Snow, Silas, Liam, they will have to do another pit stop. I'm just surprised, why did they go on the soft tires? They could have went on the mediums and maybe they went to the finish. Hard would have gone to the finish, and of course maybe mediums then.
So as we explained, he just spun it, and that was it. As we have a spinner, and that's Invictus has spun it. Underneath the grandstand, he spun it. And it's a virtual safety car. This is going to help Cliff Geese a tiny bit, but not really because it's still virtual.
And Invictus goes into the pits. Oh. Soft tires could be an option, but he's going to be risking a puncture at the end. And he goes for soft tires actually. And a new front wing. It's gonna spice up the championship a lot. So now Cliff G's, Invictus, and Silas, they or did they take the car?
They did. Ranheim gets a penalty for speeding under virtual safety car, but we're green, and we have a spinner. I think that is Casey Bernard who spun it, or had he just not get the start properly? I don't think he got the start properly there from the virtual safety car ending, and I think that's why he has dropped it down a couple of positions. But here comes Cannonball then. Down the inside goes Cannonball. Nope, decides to back out of it at the moment here on lap number 21 out of 36. But in front of this battle, as Casey Bernard literally nearly stopped there to let everyone close up, his teammate Rajord is trying to get past Snow. Here he is. Here he goes then, does Cannonball on Casey Bernard, side by side, and he's through. But the battle is still on here. Liam trying to get past Tunturi. What do you think?
Huh? Oh yeah, Ronham has a drive through, of course. And he actually also has to go. I think yes, we no. Wait, did it pit now for soft tires? I think so. So he still has his drive through.
Let me have a look and see if he still has his drive through. He does indeed. Must have had a bit of wing damage then as he did that.
Oh, still loses that ball corner, and Roy gets past now. Roy didn't have to fight it there.
He does a side by side of Tunturi. Gets overtaken by Liam now. Well, I'm just looking. Sorry, very quickly. On board with Tunturi here, right? Going into the braking zone, and there's no waved yellows, or sorry, no waved blues. There's no flashing blue light, meaning Free Bronk might actually be in the right position of P number 3.
Well, I'm not sure because he's ghosting, but the race as a whole there looks like the start. That's how it looks like, so he is left.
Well, it looks like he is, but then there's no blue flags out.
Yeah, I saw one and that's part of this section. That's just it. Right to the back, speed now. A little bit of touch there, a little touch. I was on to the start of the straight then. As Lee was going to try to catch up to Snuff for, and there's a yellow flag, that is Cannonball. Now then the fight for P4 between Terry and Racing Point. Pittsburgh breaks later there. No, Roy got and then he gets another penalty as well there. Oh! And it gives Smith big touch there, and the first one didn't lose any of his wing there. Ronham goes in the pits to take his drive through. Oh, Liam passed this now far into the first sector, and also Roygard and Smitsky. Roygard are going to go on the inside of Smitsky, breaks much later, and get that position as Nulo. Oh, sorry. Breaks very late and goes into the back of Smitsky and loses of his front wing as well.
He does. We were just watching the Rajord battle, and he's just overtaken Smitsky, as you probably just said. But let's have a look then. What's going to happen here for the lead of the race? Is it going to be Liam? Still got the lead, but can Snorfather get back through? Liam will probably have, in my eyes, another like 3 or 4 laps as Cannibal's out. Somehow Cannibal has retired. Is it in the pits?
Yeah,
I think it is. But I don't know why he would have done that tonight. I don't know why. He has though. He could have got some points here. He could have. But let's head quickly back up the field as Ranheim is away, but his teammate, who we're looking at now, Casey Bernard, has Storm literally knocking on his door here, literally right behind him. Nearly tapped the back of his car there, a little kiss on the back of his car. But they're together now. They are on circuit here. Let's see then what can happen here between these two.
With another penalty. Of course, penalty is probably going to change a many positions here today.
I'm not going to read them out for you guys, but they're on the screen right now for you. 20 seconds is what I'm going to say for Snow. Other than that,
well, Smithy goes into the pits. Oh yeah, he had all mediums here, of course, had to. Cliff G is fighting himself up again. He's on the mediums. Can go to the finish, girl. P7. I think he can climb more places. So it could be a good comeback for Cliff G, as this he's gonna come out of the pits on the soft tires.
Here they go then. DRS now open. Sorry, just to butt in here. But he's going to go side by side here. Storm is on Casey Bernard. And Storm breaks later. Has he made the move stick on the outside line into the first section? The outside, so inside for the first one, outside for the second one. And no, still can't keep the move there on Casey Bernard. And has to stay behind for another lap here. As they head into the S's now, that's what I'm saying there, stay behind because he stays in the S's. There are 3 DRS zones if you didn't know around here. You've got the start line one, you've got the one after the first like complex of corners, which is I think it's still in sector 1, and then that little tiny straight there after the S's. You don't think that's really a DRS zone, it's not long at all really, but it is, as Liam's in the pits. Liam's in. What's he going on to now?
Go for new soft, and also Freak goes into the pits.
Yep, new softs, and he's now out. But let's see then what Casey Bernard has with Storm hasn't. I think Storm was too far back that time. Didn't get, well, he did get DRS, it was probably about 9/10 back. So wouldn't have got it too much there. Cliff Keys though, brilliant drive from him. This is here. Recovery drive up to P8, up to P6 I mean, sorry. Can he close the gap and overtake Storm? Maybe you can. Invictus, to the person in chat. Oh, Ranheim's out. He's retired in the pits, I think. Which is not good. He's here in P number 8 right now. Had just 3 or 4 spins this race that have cost him a little bit. That's all it is really for Invictus.
I think it's look, yeah, Invictus have had 3 pit stops.
Yep. But back we go then. Liam on the back of his teammate Cliff Geese. Will Cliff Geese let him past or not? Don't think he will because he's better in the championship, Cliff Geese is, than Liam.
As Rogar and Ventura goes into the pits. Probably going to go on to fresh soft tires, I would guess. As also Liam gets past Cliff Geese. Oh! That was a scary one. That's centimeters away from a crash. Because Ronan's car was on track, coming out of the pits, and Storm had to avoid him. That was on my screen. But Liam 2.5 Storm, but Casey Bernard. And still for leading with 12 seconds. I'm sure that Liam will at least get past Storm and Casey Bernard very soon.
He probably will. Let's have a look and see if he can then. Or Storm will get past Casey Bernard first is the question. The penalty situation wise, let me have a look. Everybody's got the same. Cliff Keys has got 5, so Cliff Keys, if he does get a podium here, may drop out of it. But Storm and Liam have 3, and Snufffather have 6. The Storm, was defending there, but Liam tried to on the outside there. Couldn't manage to do it. But let's see down the DI straight here. He'll probably get through, he will, Liam.
Liam's pace is insane now. Already right on the back there of Storm. And it can go past Storm with the DRS. So they're actually going side by side because it looks like Storm got DRS as well. So that's retarded. That's a safety car again! And Invictus enjoys that one, goes straight into the pit, same does Smitski. Holy shit! Is that second or third safety car? I think it's the second.
That is second safety car, and we've had one virtual as well.
No, only one? I thought we have had two.
Oh no, sorry. We have had two, sorry, we have. Yeah, and just to say as well, by the way... Oh, sorry, come.
The limit is 5, so we can only have one more.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's a shame now, because now Snellfar and Bernard and Storm, they're on all cars, and they couldn't go into the pits because the safety car hadn't came out yet. But of course you can do it now though, they won't lose that much. And if it doesn't go into the pits, I'll be really surprised because everyone else is fresh soft stars except for Cliff G's, as he's as well also on the mediums. Oh, Snellfar with Fox taking into the pits. This press is just insane. So yeah, Bernard and Storm goes into the pits. Liam gonna go into the lead. He is. Wow.
Cliff Geese will only come out in P7, which is fine for him. I think that will take. He'll be happy with 7th there. He will. Invictus now makes his final corner. I think they can pick up speed now because I think they've catch up to the safety car. Yes, they have. So they can. Everyone who's not near it can pick up a bit of speed to try and catch up now. They can.
Oh, just taking a look at Edition 4, it's actually raining there. You're on intermediate lap 27.
Wow. That definitely puts a spanner in the works there.
G with losing tempo. I mean, lots of penalties back, and it's gonna be the ending of this race is gonna be insane now because of all these penalties. It's a little bit scary for me, of course. I don't think it will happen, but having NSR 3, 4th, 5th, and 6th is scary. Thinking about the bet I have with the Division 5 here.
Yeah. I totally agree with you on that one, and this should be last lap behind safety car now because we do only have 3 cars to catch up. They'll catch up on this lap hopefully here, and this will be it for you guys on safety car wise. Best people to look out for will be Bernard, Storm, and will be Geese, and will be Snefffather as well, all on fresher softs. Sorry, you got me saying intermediates there for a second. Fresher softs. They will be because they are 0 lap old softs. Let's see then what they can do. Geese will be the one to look out for here. Championship leader right behind him on the circuit here. And he really does want to get better points than your championship leader tonight and close in here. As you all know, this is a 10-round championship. Meaning that after today, we go to USA and then to Singapore. And then that ends your championship. So for Geese, he just needs to do as much as he can to get better points than Invictus, and hopefully then he can be crowned your season 4 champion. Sorry.
And also I'm looking now, Smitsky, Bernard, and Curry does have penalties. So those are drivers that can gain many positions when they cross the finish line.
Indeed. just to say with Snuffeather as well, safety car in by the way as well. 11 seconds worth of penalty. So if it stays as we are, he will drop to near the back of the field, not the back because Snull has 18 seconds.
Oh, freak crunch! Got a penalty there.
But here we go then, we're moments away from getting underway here. Safety car is now in the pits, so the leaders can choose when they want to go here. And
Liam!
He's done the same!
Oh, that's a beautiful collision! Liam lost it down in the low corner and Spellfire goes straight into him. And what has happened? Oh my god. I got that right on camera, what's that happening? And Storm trying to challenge Casey Bernard into turn 1. Drexler gonna try to run outside and touches there. Stays on the inside now. Gets past him. Roy gets another time penalty. And Liam has done the same as Cliff G's, but Liam has avoided going to the pits. He had wing damage. How has Snowfire not gotten any wing damage? He just went straight into him. Oh, there's chaotic. Invictus going slow, Smithy going slow, and I'm not sure what's going. It's totally chaos here. Invictus has lost even more his wing now.
He has indeed.
No. Wow.
Yeah, it is. Well, what basically happened was he went too early again, and just Invictus is out. What happened there? What happened there?
He retarded on the track.
I think he may have done.
Snull brakes really. It looked like he almost started to take out. It's never. I'm not gonna say, but it looked like that was just so late that brakes. And I'm gonna be like, but the whole race here, the driving standards at the moment here, it's just disappointing. I just have to get it said. Even though, I'm not sure how to say it, but the driving here at the moment is not as clean as it should be.
It's not, but we all have a little break group now. We do. What I mean by break group is everyone from Snull downwards are literally 28 seconds behind this group here with 4 laps to go of this Grand Prix. Down the inside he goes. Has he made it stick? Nope. It hasn't made it stick there to Casey Bernard on Freak Ronk, who is, I think, he is lapped here, so as the blue flag does wait now on my game, so the game now has decided to tell me that he is actually lapped here, and finally gets past him, so that's position gained on track anyway, and he's going to hope now that he can pull away and close up to Storm here, which would be nice to see. But yep, it's good for Cliff Geese. That means that Cliff Geese now has more points than Invictus this week, and we'll take that into next round as well. Here we will, as DRS is now enabled, meaning we can have DRS for 3 laps here, you can, of this circuit, which is going to be interesting here because we're going to see what Geese can do and what the rest can do as well here. The gap to the lead is a second, which we'll find out what can happen there. The gap needs to be, as I just have a look, 9 seconds, so that's going to be impossible there. Tenturi, congratulations, we believe at the moment can win this one, but we don't want to jinx it or anything. But yeah, as you said, crazy start. As side by side they go. Has Tenturi kept the position? Yes. No, he hasn't, sorry. No, he's lost it to Storm. And as you were rightly saying, it has been crazy. If you're still there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look at points.
As Geese is right on the back now of Casey Bernard, trying to battle his way through. But we'll have to see if he can or not. DRS is open, so he has got it, but it's a bit too far back he is here, because here he goes, does Casey Bernard. Down the inside of Centauri he goes. Is he going to make the move stick? He tries. Nope, backs off for the corner, deciding he's too far back there to do a dive or even a late lunge into the corner. But here he comes then, does Geese because of it. Closes up, Geese does. And will Geese get through or not? No. What do you think?
Still just looking at everything happening here and taking a look at the gaps and penalties. Yeah, we won't have to go, and so much have happened. We had like almost all safeguard that is possible. We get 10 drivers left, like almost half of the grid is out of this race.
Yes, they are. That is Invictus, I'm Silas, Ranheim, Cannonball, Passels, Maxi and Ferrer out the race as they exit the final corner. Now they do. To the line they come, and white flag waves at the line. We are going for one more full circulation here of this circuit before we end tonight's race. Here we do. As they exit the corner now they do. Coming down the start line straight come the top lot here. And here goes Cliff Geese. He's going to try probably a late dive here on the back of Casey Bernard, but can't. So will not here because he's got a penalty he knows he has. And if he just stays where he is, he could even get a podium here tonight. That's how confident I think he will feel like he can be. But when you look at Storm's penalty as well, it's the same. So I probably don't think he will. But let's have a look and see. As here he goes then, Cliff Geese. Oh, a little tap there nearly on Casey Bernard there. So not good at all, that wasn't. But yeah. As they come into the final complex of corners now. DRS open for the cars though. Here it is, but come into the final complex now. And the NSR team will be delighted with this one tonight, they will. Got to be said, on track anyway they will be. It's going to be Rajord on fire, who used to be called Rajord, who wins the race. Storm will come home and take the win there, but Tunturi wins. Second is Bernard, third is Storm, fourth is Cliff Geese, fifth is Rajord, sixth is Samitsky, and seventh is Snufffather.
Scary one. That was a close one of me going to school in pajamas.
He does hear that side by side now they are, and he's done it. Brilliant move there from Liam on the last lap, literally on the last couple of corners. Gets past Snull where he does. Very nicely there he does. I know Snull. Oh, Snull spins it. As Vivronk crosses the line and takes 10th. Here comes Liam. Will he get the fastest lap this lap? Let's see. No, he doesn't, but does not bad either. Here comes Snull then. Spun it again, Snull has, which is not good to see. So we'll wait for Snull to cross the line. But Turi, congratulations, mate. You have won this race. Fair and square he has there. And he's won it brilliantly there, he has. Third there for Storm, as you can see. Let me just check if we've got any comments come through.
Yeah, even with a penalty, he got the podium. That's it for it. Just a sense. The draft today from me goes to
Bernard.
Storm.
It does indeed. Great drive there. I would give it to Bernard, the driver today. Him or Storm for me, driver today, 100%. So it's Tunturi first, Bernard second, Storm third, Cliff Geese fourth. Rajord 5th. Sadly, I don't get the podium for you tonight. 6th is Samitsky. 7th is Snullfather. 8th is Liam. 9th is Snull. 10th is Vivronk. 11th is Invictus. 12th is I'm Silas. 13th Ranheim. So your non-finishers, sorry, were Invictus, I'm Silas, Ranheim, Cannonball, Passels, Maxi, and Ferrer. So to round off the race, for me personally, first 12 laps were really good. The first 12-15 laps were really clean, great overtakes, and then ever since the first safety car, it's been not the cleanest of races.
Yeah, it's been an insane race, but also if I would pick another drive today, of course we'll go with Bernard or Cheese, and a good recovery also has to happen. but still, Storm climbs 4 positions with penalty at podium and 5 pit stops as well.
Yes, we'll take so from the commentary box here, which we'll put on chats later, so we can confirm it. NSR Storm gets the commentary driver of the day. He does that.
Which was a very frustrating race for many drivers today.
It was indeed.
For the drivers today. But of course, we still got 2 races to do. It is USA, Circuit of the Americas, and then we got Singapore.
Indeed. And there we do. So you can see them on the screen right now, Bernard and all that there. So that is it for tonight. Then next week, as you can see as we go to the list here, I don't want to do the short circuit layout, but we might have to go and show you the short layout because that's what they've got on this list. There we're going to the USA circuit. Not the short, but we are going to the USA circuit next week. And then the week after, if it's on this list, if I can find it. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to USA next week, the Austin circuit, then Singapore the week after. We are there. Indeed we are. But yeah, because of internet tonight and all of that, we're not going to do driver interviews.
Not tonight, but hopefully we can get it. Maybe you say about this video. Hopefully we can get someone on Singapore in the season final.
Yeah.
Of course, we get the mention winner after the interview there.
Indeed. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Before we do go again, your final thoughts?
Incredible race, a lot of chaos. Driving standards could have been better. But yeah, of course, there will always be races where a lot will happen. Hopefully it will be better for the next 2 races.
Yeah, we hope it will be as well. But anyway, that is it then for us tonight. If you did enjoy, ladies and gentlemen, please do smash that like and subscribe. I have been, of course, James, and we've had Oliver with me as well in the comments box. Sorry for the technical issues we've had tonight. If you have had any technical issues, guys, with with Oliver at the start and a bit of Oliver's voice when he came back straight away, but it should have been sorted since, so that's all good. Join us, okay, next week, as we said, for the USA Grand Prix, and yeah, I think that's it from us. Ollie, I think that's it from us. And
yeah, that's it from us. Hopefully everyone will have a nice evening, and of course, don't forget, 20th June, 6:30 p.m. UK time, we got the charity event, and we're starting to get more and more planned out, so be sure to be there at the end. Watch our charity race night.
Yes, charity race night, 20th, 6 p.m, 6:30, sorry, UK time, and then there's another race after that as well. But yeah, from all of us here at Division 5, it's goodbye, and we'll see you next week in the USA. Goodbye.